today, I ran into this guy. Oh, it's great, bro. So I ran into this dude, and he had a whole like big camera setup. He had like the meta glasses and shit like that. You can cross here in a second. He had all the meta glasses and things like that. I was talking with him for a bit because he was showing me some videos of some clips that, and who knows if he's actually filming for the middle or not. But he might be. Regardless, if he is or if he is not filming for him, I was letting him know. I was like, because it's just, I love these small little synchronistic events that happen. They're magical and wonderful, and I hesitated on this one as well too, because like I saw him with the camera when I first walked by. I was gonna say something, and then I missed the opportunity. Not missed the opportunity, but I didn't say something for a brief second, and I sat there for a second. I was like, should I say something? Should I not say something? And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go say something. So I ended up like walking back, and I was like, hey, the camera that you're using, like, what are you doing it for? He's like, I do like live streaming, like out in public and shit like that. I was like, oh fuck yes, like that's exactly what I was needing right then and there. So I talked with him for a little bit. He showed me some of the videos that basically his buddy, his friend, the other people that he says he's like filmed with beforehand too, some like the stuff that they were doing, which was good. I think that there may be some possible room for improvement. I should have moved over a fucking lane. I just cussed twice, so my bad on that front. But yeah, it was more or less one of those, I think I have a moment. It was one of those, I hit a red light. It was one of those moments where I did think about it, and I did question. I was like, do I really want to go up and talk to him and like say what's up and see where it's at? But then I was asking him all these questions, and like we were waiting, and I could just tell that there's like something that was gonna come, in a sense. And there's these other girls that like sat down after him and I talked for a little while, for a bit, because like his whole content was like around the content that he was doing and filming for and showing was around how do I say this? How do I say this? It was around, it was the whole Riz game or whatever it is, like trying to Riz people up, charisma, that stuff. And you know, he talked for a bit, and then these two girls that sat next to us, and I could tell, I was like, these girls are your age, like, and I was like, dude, say what's up to them. He's like, no, I can't do that. I was like, come on, bro, like, this is the content that you're making, like, you can do this. And he wasn't able to do it, so I was like, all right, let me ask them. I was like, how old do you think he is, or whatever it is? He's like, stop, bro. I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I was like, yeah, this is my brother. He's like, no, I'm not, whatever, yada yada yada. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta play with it a little bit. You gotta have some fun with this type of stuff. Like, don't take it so seriously. Like, just mess around, have some fun, you know, ask some questions and whatnot. And he's like, dude, I gotta be recording this. And I was like, see, that's what I need. I needed somebody that was able to record that type of work. And just like me riffing it, he's like, bro, how'd you do that? Like, yada yada yada, said all this stuff. And I was like, dude, I mean, it works. And he's like, oh, let's go find some different girls. I was like, all right, sure, whatever. But then we got up, and he instantly went up to a dude and asked him. He's like, yo, so like, are you single or whatever it is? This guy's looking for somebody. I'm like, yeah, like, do you know any, like, you know any women? You have any friends or things like that? And he's like, well, now I'm confused. And it was just like, nah, dude, like, I appreciate it. The guy had a Spirited Away tattoo as well too, which was super awesome and nice. And then I was like, I ended up flipping the script back on him, and I was like, it was just this back and forth riffing type of thing. Nothing too serious, just light, fun games, which was fun. Which I really appreciated the spirits coming out to help me, because we're always protected and we're always being helped and guided in the exact way that we need to be guided in. And that's why I wanted to, I would like to kind of change up the approach with how they do their things. And I don't know if the content that changes how the content will be reflected and like received and things like that, but I was hoping to get over on that one. I know! this car is great, but it also beeps at me a lot. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to get over, bro? Like, I just need to get in. Just give me an opening, please. Just a little opening. That's all I need. Just an opening. I don't care where. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then one more. But yeah, it's like, life can be fun, and we're always protected. We always have our guides. We always have individuals that are coming out to help us in whatever way, shape, or form that we are needing to be helped out in. All of our asks are always answered. It's just a fact. It might not necessarily be in the way that you want it to be, but it will always be in the way that you need it to be. I know there's a car next to me. It's called warning people. Oh, okay. Hold on. But yeah, now the dude's like, let's go over and talk with these people. It's like, how about her and whatnot? And I was like, dude, you got to be able to also like read the people or the vibe or the energy, things along those lines as well. Like, that helps a lot too. And that's where I told him, I was like, dude, like, I got to go back like to work and things like that. So I had to go back and do that. I'm trying to get over one more. So we had a good conversation. He was like, yeah, dude, like, I think you'd fit in really well with the other people that we have. And I was like, that's perfect. So we can do that. I'd also like to try and get some of my friends out with me as well too, and do it that way. And this way, you know, I have a videographer. The GoPro is great, but actually having somebody there, I think, helps out a lot. And the people, they really don't seem to mind. Like, it's as if they, like, people just seem to know nowadays, which is pretty neat and exciting. Like, even the trail that I did the other day on the video, like on TikTok, that one ended up doing pretty well. Yeah, so we'll end up seeing what happens and where things go, but I think things should be pretty dang good, you know? Yeah, I'd say so. All we're doing is we're doing what's best. We're making our way. What did I... Weird. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to be doing next week because I have the work trip that I'm going on next week. So I don't know what that's going to mean for any of this, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Just trust in the law of attraction, the law of manifestation. Just trust in all of the laws of the universe, because when you understand the laws of the universe, the game that you're playing, the game of life that is, becomes a lot more fun. So, yeah. Alright, that's my little story for today. I got a bad cough. Not a bad cough. We're working on fixing that. You know how me, Max X4 license plate, if you know how coughs work, let me know. Or if you also want to gain confidence, let me know. We can help out. Alright, I'll talk to you.